Hello and welcome to PGTV News. Here are our top stories. Lakeland Linder Airport receives grant money. Find out how much and how the funds will be used.
A potential warehouse project near Florida Polytechnic has been rejected. Find out what type of projects government officials would like to see in the area.
Hello and welcome to PGTV News. I'm Stephen Barnes.
And I am Tina Mann. According to a release from the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity, Lakeland Linder International Airport will receive about $4.7 million in grant money for new hangars. Construction on the hangars began in November, and its estimated cost is about $40 million. Lakeland Linder International Airport Director Gene Conrad said, "This will help us grow. We're just trying to have as many tools in our tool belt as we can." He also said that the Department of Economic Opportunity has awarded $85 million in grants this year. The project had to compete with more than 100 other applications for the grant, which was recently awarded.
Wow, $40 million investment. That's huge.
That is huge.
And any little bit helps. Those grants are big help when you're talking about a $40 million job.
Any little bit counts.
Yeah. Well, the Polk County Commission recently rejected plans for a 1.4 million square feet warehouse project near Florida Polytechnic. The Polk County Commission heard concerns from Auburndale's Mayor Tim Poskapel, City Manager Bobby Green, and Lakeland City Commissioner Stephanie Madden. Commissioner Madden said the area around Florida Poly has the potential to develop like the Research Triangle, a technological center surrounded by 3 universities located in North Carolina. The commission also heard from a couple whose property would be surrounded on 3 sides by the warehouse park. Coralie Goodman said her family would have been willing to sell the property, but the developers declined to buy it. "Our quality of life is just going to go downhill severely," she said. That's huge.
It is huge.
1.4 million square foot warehouse. I mean, that's a lot of real estate there.
That is, and I know that whole area they really want to develop with sun tracks and everything else into more technologically based than that much of a warehouse space.
Yeah, and again, that's one of those issues where you're trying to balance the growth of the county with the best interest of the residents and the surrounding businesses that already exist. So
absolutely.
Certainly not an easy choice, though.
Definitely not. Well, this past week, the Lakeland City Commission voted 7-0 to adopt new guidelines for parts of the city's historic garden district. One of the changes includes guidelines for new construction of buildings taller than 40 feet. Currently in the historic garden district, building heights range from 36 to 40 feet tall. Any new construction in this area will be required to go through the Historic Preservation Board. We spoke to Commissioner Stephanie Madden to gain new insight and understand about the need to preserve Lakeland's historic districts.
Well, what I would say is that when we make decisions on multifamily or office and the heights that are appropriate, it affects from I-4 to the Parkway. And we really felt like we need to take time to delineate areas of historic concern, to preserve those areas, to keep the character of those areas that have been there over 100 years as we go forward to open up new areas where building is appropriate, where we'd like to see more growth and density in our core of downtown. So it was great to hear from residents in Dixieland. We did that neighborhood first, and then in Lake Morton, and then finally in the Garden District, to hear their concerns, to think about how we could grow together and to grow appropriately to preserve the nature of those historic neighborhoods, but also make some room in going forward for some new development to happen with multifamily and some apartment complexes closer to our downtown core.
This is just another one of those instances where, again, you've got the choice of, the development of an area versus what is best for the residents of that area. So, these decisions certainly aren't made with the flip of a coin.
They aren't, and I'm glad we have some historic preservation because it helps to maintain that balance between growth and, the value of historically significant buildings, which there are a lot of in that area.
Absolutely. Well, also in the city of Lakeland, they've launched an updated mobile app. The app is full of features allowing access to the latest city news, events, and you can easily view live meetings. The app is user-friendly and easy to navigate with brightly colored menu buttons. Inside the news section are links to posts from the city's new blog, which includes press releases from the city. City Manager Tony Delgado said, "I am proud to introduce the new and improved City of Lakeland mobile app. With the ability to use your phone to report an issue and easily find a contact number for a service, this app is yet another way for the city to be open, transparent, and responsive to our citizens." The app is now available in the Apple iTunes App Store and the Android Google Play Store. Users can easily find the app by searching Lakeland Gov. That's Lakeland G-O-V. Cool.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I've never really heard of a city having an app like that, but
Yeah.
it's really going to be helpful
and
to Lakeland residents.
they also presented their new promo video for the city during the meeting this past week. So that was pretty cool to see.
Excellent.
Nice snazzy promo video.
Nice use of technology. Reed Lakeland Incorporated will be offering a free training workshop for adult literacy volunteer tutors. Volunteers will receive training and the necessary materials needed to become certified tutors. The training is scheduled for January 18th at the Lakeland Public Library on Lake Morton. Classes will run from 9:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. and lunch will be provided. The workshop is sponsored by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation. If you would like more information or would like to register for the class, please call 863-802-1512.
We've had a pretty wet winter this year so far, and that has added up to some significant rain collection. According to the Southwest Florida Water Management District, Polk County is part of the region that received 59.62 inches of rainfall in 2018. This has been the most rain received since 2004. The central region includes Polk, Hillsborough, Pasco, and Pinellas counties. Previous rainfall recordings include 57.27 inches in 2015 and 51.37 inches in 2017. The normal range of rainfall for the central region ranges between 46.77 inches and 56.55 inches. Now, they gave a statistic there for 2017 of 51.37 inches, and remember, that was with a hurricane.
Yes.
So that just kind of gives you an idea how much rain we've actually gotten.
We really did. It's been a very wet year, but hopefully that will actually help with the brush fire season and keeping those
that's
at a minimum. Recently in Lakeland, a homeowner's dog was attacked by a raccoon. The raccoon has been tested and was confirmed to be positive for rabies. The dog's vaccines were current and it has been placed in a 45-day quarantine. Polk County's Animal Control would like to remind pet owners to make sure not to feed your pet outdoors or to leave the food out, as it will draw wildlife. Also, make sure all pets are current on rabies vaccinations and report any physical contact with wildlife. Consider all wildlife as potential rabies carriers and avoid them. Do not try to make wildlife pets, feed them, or encourage them to stay around.
Yeah, little common sense here. Stay away from the wildlife. Let them be wild.
And keep an eye on your kids
Enjoy
because
them from a distance.
they want to pet squirrels and pet all the things. They want to pet all the things, so you got to keep an eye on them as well.
Absolutely. Kids and pets, for sure. Polk County Fire Rescue will be offering free safety classes to the public, so mark your calendars. The training will take place at the headquarters building in Bartow. The 3 classes will take place on 3 different dates. The first class is the Stop the Bleed training. It will be held on January 22nd from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The second class will cover the proper use of a fire extinguisher, which will be held on February 19th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The third class, which is hands-only CPR training, will be held on March 26th from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Polk County's Fire Rescue Public Information Officer John Keir spoke with Rosa Lalonde, the PCFR Education Manager, about why these classes are important for Polk County residents.
Thanks, guys. Today we're here with Rosa Lalonde of Polk County Fire Rescue's Public Education Department, and we're going to discuss the importance of some of these classes that you guys are going to be offering. What's the importance, why people should take these classes?
Well, there's several good reasons, but especially for each of our classes, but just talking about, for instance, the fire extinguisher class. The worst time to learn to use a fire extinguisher is during a fire. Obviously the print's really small and that's not the time to read the instructions. So this class gives you an opportunity to do it in a controlled atmosphere with professionals there to teach and assist you and give you the chance to at least learn and be comfortable before the emergency comes.
Okay, so that's the fire extinguisher class. What about the check, call, and compress?
Check, call, compress is a hands-only CPR class. We all know that minutes matter, seconds count. So the quicker someone can start compressions, the better chance this person has for survival. So we need to teach people how to do these compressions. It's hands only, there's no breathing involved. A lot of people are more comfortable with that, so it's an opportunity to learn how to save a life.
And I think you have one more class also, it's called Stop the Bleed, if I'm not correct.
Yes, it's a newer class that we're doing, and we're really starting to see a lot of information about it nationwide. Unfortunately, in this time, day and age, there's incidents, there's bleeding. We've got to stop that bleeding long before EMS can arrive to make the difference in saving that life. So it simply teaches on how to control bleeding with direct pressure and with commercial tourniquets.
And just a reminder, all these classes are offered free here at the Polk County Fire Rescue Training Headquarters. Back to you guys.
Sounds like a really good opportunity to receive some much needed training for the community.
Absolutely.
And they always do a great job over there keeping things entertaining and energetic. So.
Yeah, I've certainly checked my calendar. It'd be a good class to attend.
Speaking of entertaining, Legoland Florida Resort has unveiled its preschooler pass, which yields free admission throughout 2019. The pass is for children ages 3 and 4, and the deadline to obtain the pass is February 18, 2019. Legoland requires parents to bring a copy of their child's birth certificate or travel passport for proof of age. Children must be present when redeeming the preschooler pass at the ticket window. Brittany Williams, a Legoland Florida Resort spokeswoman, said, "Our preschool pass is designed to provide a greater opportunity for more families and younger children to enjoy what Legoland has to offer." Ms. Williams also said, "As a theme park built for kids, we hope this specific preschool pass will create even more opportunities that will allow us to achieve our ultimate goal in putting a smile on every child who walks through our gate."
On January 28th, the public is invited to a dinner in Lakeland. The dinner is being prepared by Argentine chef Steven Rojas. This is an Argentine-style dinner which will be prepared over open flames. Chef Rojas said this is how he grew up eating and wants to introduce Lakeland and Polk County to his culture. Chef Rojas owns the Nutwood restaurant in Winter Haven and states that he gets all of his food from local farms in Polk County. The dinner will take place at the Poor Porker outdoor venue at 801 East Main Street, just adjacent to the Lake Mirror. If you're interested in the dinner, Chef Rojas asked that residents visit the Nutwood Facebook page for more information.
Well, that sounds delicious. I'm a big fan of Argentine food. So
Absolutely.
sounds like a great opportunity. And while we're on the subject of food, the Lakeland Chamber of Commerce is inviting the public to a citywide communal dining event on Sunday, February 24th. Organizers are expecting at least 1,000 people. Meals for the event will be provided by volunteer restaurants and caterers. The event was put together with the intention of encouraging residents to eat a meal with people they have never met. Lakeland's Chamber's Director of Initiatives says this is a goodwill initiative for the community and that anyone is able to attend. If you would like more information on the event, please call 863-688-8551, extension 230.
It's now time for sports, and since Coach Neal is not here, let's go ahead and get right into it. The Florida Tropics are 3-5 on the season and currently in 4th place of the MASL South Central Division. The Tropics' next 3 games are at home against Orlando Seawolves, Milwaukee Wave, and the St. Louis Ambush. Visit www.fltropics.com to stay up to date on all things Tropics.
The Lakeland Magic currently has 12 wins and 10 losses on the season. They are 5th in the G League Eastern Conference. The Magic's next 2 home games are against the Texas Legends and Capital City Go-Go. For more information on the Lakeland Magic, go to www.lakeland.gleague.nba.com.
Well, that does it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in.
And remember to tune in again next week for another installment of PGTV News. We'll see you next time.